Thank you very much. I look forward to your next visit. What would you like to do? Feel free to stop by anytime.
And we're live. Hello everyone. I really need to cut down the noise on my end a little bit because my volume on the microphone is ridiculously loud here. But yeah, hello. Streaming before the Western launch on PC. It's just Jem playing again as usual while I'm busy watching. She's been getting ready for the past like 10 minutes while I did the excited about the Western launch video update where we go over the FantasyStarOnline2.com details of the Western launch. I'm kind of enticed by the Ragdoll set that they have released because I missed that on the PC version on the Japanese server. So I'm kind of thinking of actually breaking bank and going for it. But yeah, hello everyone. Hope the audio is fine, by the way. You almost ready to go, Adrian? You're just applying all of your skill points to every different area of your tree. Just leave it for now, because if you try and apply all your skill points into areas that you're not quite sure about, or you rush, it might mess up your character in the long run. Seriously, just leave it. You don't need to level up every single sector. But yeah. So how's everyone doing in chat?
Feel free to stop by anytime.
John says, "Can I has plot?" No, John, not tonight. Maybe tomorrow, depending. Oh, I hope everything's fine there, because like nobody's responded to me at all. Screen capture's a bit more zoomed than it should be. I mean, it was kind of this way yesterday, I think? It's fine. It's no big deal. It's only clipping, like, a little bit. And I mean, like, a millimeter or so. I'm good just doing other things. Oh, it's fair enough then.
Hello there.
Yeah, like the sides of the screen are only clipped by a couple of millimeters. Hey Ion, nice to see you.
Goodbye.
But yeah, Western launch of this tomorrow is going to be real fun. I'm actually wondering like how long it is until I can download this on PC. Because it says, I think it's 11 PDT. I'll have to actually search that up. Like, have I got my phone here? Yeah, we didn't finish the coast mission, Jen. You got up to, I think, the boss, and...
No, I put down a teletype, so it would have been the boss, I don't think.
I think you got up to the boss and then had to quit out for the EQ. So yeah, I hope everyone in chat's fine. So away Jen goes. We're doing the coastal missions this time, so there's going to be a lot of beach to explore. I get up my phone to try and check what time the Western launch will be in, and the phone decides because it's an old iPhone and it got updated, and the update really screwed the battery over that it just died on me. Great. 2 AM EST. How far is that off? Like, how many hours?
Like 6 hours.
John says I should get my capture card next week. John, when I looked at reviews for that capture card, apparently there were audio issues or something. Because I had a look online myself, just in case I could get a suitable replacement for the one that I'm using at the moment, but this one actually seems kind of fine.
Incoming alert.
Oh, there's the boss. Orc Brand.
Emergency. Code. Capture.
What's that? What's that thing?
You trying to attack the boss and it's attacking something else.
It's like, oh, no, do you want to click onto this? It's like, no, we're going to attack this.
What level is this? Normal or hard? Nice.
Thank you.
Issues that can be fixed, says John. 5 hours for download, so around 7 for you. I mean, like, 5 hours from now would be, I think, 3 in the morning? Ooh. Yeah, you can kind of do capture on your own, it's just awkward. You have to get the boss stunned so it's down on the floor and not moving. But it's awkward. It has to be in a certain state for you to do that in the first place anyway, and you have to dish out enough damage, but not enough to kill it.
Emergency.
Around 7 AM. Oh. 7 AM, so that's gonna be fun. You gotta wait all night for it, basically. I really do love how these shaders look. I mean, I've already stated this the last time, but the graphics got an upgrade when the PS4 version came out ages ago, and they released the enhanced shaders in the update for the PS4 and the PC version as well. It was so good. I'm just appreciating like all the different material and shader changes that they implemented, because it makes everything look so much better. The water looks fantastic compared to what it used to be. It's mainly only when the light's on it, though. Like, this is how the water used to look from what I remember rightly when the game was first out, when it's in dark. But when the light hits it, and it looks a little bit more realistic, that's how I like it. I think you might be almost able to hand these dailies in once you've killed all these Oceanids, Jim.
I've had to do
Notifying all personnel.
That reminds me, we need to get more dailies.
just going through the predictions for now. So we'll see different environments.
So for it's more or less been confirmed that there's crossplay between Xbox and PC. So anybody that doesn't want to download it and spend like another 50 gigabytes or whatever on your PC hard drive downloading it, because it'll probably be huge by the time it's had all of its updates, then you can always just do crossplay from your Xbox if you have an Xbox that is set to a North America account. Like, you set your Xbox to a North American account, and then you just download it.
And then once it's downloaded, you don't need North America.
Yeah, once it's downloaded, you don't need a North American account anymore, so... I just love looking at the environmental details in this, though. We were on about it the last time. There was a big discussion about how the levels are done, and how they're designed, and also how they look. I still love just the freedom of walking around these large open areas. Like I said the last time, I know it feels a little bit lonely in some cases, but it's still nice to look at. As an 8-year-old game, people would automatically probably be like, oh no, I'm not touching it because it's 8 years old or whatever, or it doesn't look amazing. But I figure it still holds up, you know. It's like I've said with certain older games, or even older than this, that are like on the original PlayStation and stuff, like the advent of 3D gaming. It's like, just give them up-res textures and it's fine. So some stuff does hold up. I want to give PSO my money, says John. I can finally play tomorrow, says Zero. Yes. It's all about the art style choice. Look at Okami. Yeah, Okami is one. Or Okamiden as well on the DS. There's one game that stands the test of time as well because of its art style. Mainly because the cell shading helps. In fact, if I remember rightly, it is cell shading. I know we have a copy of it here, or copies of it. It's just not played it in a while.
Wary of your surroundings. Do not let your guard down.
But yeah, I even still like the original of this on the Dreamcast, but then again, I did go over my Sega bias the other day and how I'm just completely biased to towards Sega. In certain situations anyway. Not all, but certain. By the way, I'm hoping the audio balancing is fine as usual, so that it's not too overpowering. Meanwhile, Jen's just killing everything.
So you kill one and the other one just spawn on top and just carry on and on and on.
10 enemies in front of you, some of them might be invisible. Because the Oceanids that can go invisible. Actually no, looks just like a bunch of those mixture of like fish wolf things and then some false spawn birds.
So they're trying to the dolphins and then the false spawn type things, if I remember rightly.
Did you give your dragon a buff, by the way? I love the way Jen's dragon pet always wants buffs. Like, if you want an easy trip through this game, always pick Summoner at the beginning, because it's so much more easier to play. I think I'm going to do that again, you know, when I come on this one, Jen. When I restart my character on the North American server, I'll do the Summoner. I'll go Summoner Hunter for a laugh. Then I might switch it up later and either go Braver or something else, because actually no, Gunner. If I go Summoner Ranger, then I can get Gunner as well. You can get Gunner straight away. Isn't it a subclass of Ranger? You never used to be able to pick. It was Fighter, Gunner, and Tekka. You used to not be able to have access to until you get to level 30, I think it is, in at least one of them.
I don't remember what it was when I actually went to change the thing. It was like, yeah, there you go.
Huh, interesting.
Code. Attack.
Nug says time for wife support. Quick, Dave, do a dab, says John. No, I'm fine. I'm fine. Audio's fine as well. Nice. Nug says time for more wife support. I'm actually hoping that more people will come on with us in future when we're playing this, like on the North American version, or the Western version as it's going to be known. Because I'm thinking of starting my clan up again for a laugh. You're already in a clan, Jen?
Yeah.
Can I not snatch you from that clan?
I don't know, I'll have to ask the guy.
How dare you? I was so excited about that. But yeah, if anything, the only money I'd be spending on this at the moment would be for the Ragdoll set. Just so I can be a classic WhoCast on this. Then again, saying that, the new WhoCast details do look really good, so it's like, do I get it? And spend that money on that? Or do I just save up and grind for good cast parts? Like, and I don't mean that as a negative thing against the old art style, because the original cast style looks really cool. It's just I like the additional floating parts and new edgy design that they have. Zero says new PC parts on the way. Nice. John says I'll be playing this tomorrow when it comes out. I'll probably jump on it and stream it. And I say that because, like, even though I have my injuries and stuff, I figure I can get like half an hour to an hour in just to see how my hands hold up and how they're doing. So it's a little bit of a risk, but because it's PSO and there's not too much repetitive motion involved, I figure I can get away with it. Mainly because I've been navigating menus on the PlayStation to watch YouTube and stuff on it, so it's not too much different. Especially depending on which class you play. Like, if I play Summoner first, I'm going to hardly have anything to do in terms of button presses, so...
Or you're just gonna follow behind me now.
Yeah, either that, or I just follow behind someone else and leech off their experience. So yeah, I will be hanging around on it at least tomorrow anyway. That reminds me, we're going to have to figure out which ship everybody's on as well. Which one are you on, Jeff? 2. Might jump on that then. Because if everybody's on different ships, that's going to be a problem. Remember, you have to harpoon him to the deck of the ship. And he wants a buff, by the way. I love the way your pet always wants a buff, and then he's so happy when he gets one. He's like a puppy that just wants attention, except he's a flying puppy that shoots black holes. You might want to block that one. Or jump, I can't remember which other one is to avoid it. Oh! Oh, that was a critical. John says, so when we play tomorrow, want me to put on a leash on your character and drag it along, says John. Oh, I doubt that'll be happening anyway, even with me being disabled. Just put my mech on wheels. So just enable the hover mode. Just enable hover as default for the run. The fun part, picking up everything and sending it to the bank in hopes that you can store it for the time being and then sell later on. So what we'll do is we'll play this for about another 40 minutes, Jen. So that'll bring us to about an hour, because it's at 17 at the moment. I say 17. When it gets to 20, it'll be 40 minutes. So yeah, we'll play for about another 40 minutes, and then I'll go to sleep early so I can wake up in the morning and be in time for this. Plus, I can splint my hands again overnight.
I used to do some splint hands.
Splint my hands, take some painkillers. I'll be good. John says, my current character's on ship 1, but I don't mind starting one on ship 2. Depends what level you want on ship 1 is at the moment, John. Oh, you're up to the abandoned bit with the Lillipens and the false spawn that looks like a horse mixed with a samurai with a giant ring on his back.
The past dark false spawn that aren't like the original ones. So I'm very grateful for that.
I was gonna say that as well. Like, at least with these false spawn, they aren't crazy at the moment. Like the Phantasy Star Online 1 versions, where we have Del Sabers and the Chaos Bringers. Like, if it was actually no, I think it would be worse than a Chaos Bringer, because Chaos Bringer hits pretty hard and can stun lock you in a corner. But Brew Ringda, the boss for this, the horse one, he's actually pretty nasty with his false spawn vortex thing that he fires at you.
Because I just walk into a room and turn around and go A, and suddenly I have no mana.
Oh yeah, I remember that. The Chaos Bringer with the ability to absorb Force's mana, so you have nothing left. It's like, wait a minute. That was always fun.
I'm sorry for you.
I was gonna say it's obvious that I'm not gonna say they're as bad, considering I was the superior race. I love the way you're just laughing in the background here. Gotta throw that in somewhere. Hey Jen, what would you do if you found out you were the only like Newman force in our entire clan?
I wouldn't be surprised.
You just walk into the clan room and there's just a giant tree in the center surrounded by like 40 casts. I can see that happening now, you know.
You're gonna call it castle in this in the car.
Emergency.
So yeah, who plays cast at the moment in chat?
Nothing's planning on playing that.
Or who's planning on playing cast? If you're not already. Meanwhile, I'm checking the dash here on YouTube.
Completed.
Susan's being nice to me for once here. Everything's going according to plan. Laughs in Dooman.
Doom inside with me.
Jem wants allies that aren't cast.
Incoming alert.
Oh, it's the demon ship.
Oh, you got Vada there.
Code. You.
I love the way my channel spam has another very interesting link that is just like spammed in the comments here that I've had to delete in the meantime. Meanwhile, Jen's fighting Vada, well, the top of Vada when it's not attached to its main battleship style body, and the other mechs that are based off the Border Break animation set from the Japanese one. I'm trying to remember whether that version of Vada actually has his chest cannon. You know, the particle cannon. Also, you need a buff. There you go. Is this RuneScape 2020, says Young? No, no. I haven't played PSO2, so I'll need to look, says Zero. Let's put it this way, right? This before I started getting really into Gundam and everything else, like I noticed a pattern, and it's everybody that likes mecha stuff plays cast. I mean, it's pretty obvious. It was also that everybody that likes mecha stuff normally at some point or another finds out about Phantasy Star and enjoys it, so it's kind of a thing of, you get Phantasy Star because it looks sci-fi and kind of cool, and then you play mech normally. That's normally how it goes anyway.
In the future, you'd be actually riding in a mech. You don't need to be a mech.
Oh yeah, that'll be fun when the desert missions come in, where we get the AIS as well. The Ark's Assault Shroud. That'll be fun. Mainly because then it'll be a mech inside of another mech.
I heard you like mechs.
I'm gonna have to choose my my usual color scheme as well, Jen. Blue and white. Gotta be blue, gotta be white. I love the way you're just decimating everything at the moment here.
They might be mechs, but I have the dragon.
See, I can't wait, because, like, whereas in the other one I went Hunter first, I think going as Gunner is going to be way better, because Gunners on at high level in the Japanese version are just ridiculously stupid in terms of how overpowered they are. Just like, go Ranger, go Gunner, have a laugh, and just completely annihilate everything with a hail of bullets. No, John, that's just you. Oh, yep, there he is. That was the boss I was on about the other day and couldn't remember the name of. Ragni. I love him because he's such a simple false spawn and he's easy to beat. But on the harder difficulties, he actually provides a little bit of a challenge, especially when you're not in your Darkness Blast form. That'd be interesting when you include that update to get false spawn versions of your character, you know, like the Dark Blast.
Change over. Code. Capture.
Then when you've done that, you go like the mission that actually kidnaps you from your mission you're doing. I don't think you ever got that, did you? You never ran into it.
I never got kidnapped from a mission that I was on now. Hang on, John says, were those the border break mechs? If you're on about the ones that are walking around on foot, then no, but they're based off the same animation file. Like, they share animations between each other. And this area came out after the border break event had happened in the original, so they more or less based those mechs animations off the border break one. Oh god, you got pinned. You just cast your Photon Blast.
Yeah.
Nice. Did that actually do anything though? Oh, there we go. I was wondering because we didn't see any numbers flying up in the air. I was like, wait, what? There we go. That's more like it. Oh, missile to the face. John says, I was going to say they look awfully familiar. Yeah, like I was saying, the what happened was the Border Break event came out when they did a special crossover with Border Break. Over the years, Phantasy Star's had a couple of Border Break events, not just Phantasy Star Online 2. When it was originally out in Japanese arcades at first, they did an event for Phantasy Star Universe, where you could get weapons in that. And then I think they did one in Phantasy Star Portable as well. I could be wrong about the Portable one. But I remember it being in Phantasy Star Universe. Then they did a crossover with PSO2, and what they did was the city mission that Jen played the other day, the EQ, the emergency quest where she had to go through the city. At the end of that, you would get a chance of fighting the Border Break mech in the Central Dome. And then from then on, what happened was after that event, they released the desert area. And then with the desert area, they released the new robot enemies, which share the same animations, more or less. The only thing they don't do is certain attack animations that the Blast Runner did from the Border Break event, and they don't call in orbital weapons. Come on, Jen, you're doing alright here. Just watch out for its particle cannon and you're good. Oh, I say that and he starts firing his particle cannon. Oh, nice, he managed to slip by the chamber that it comes out of. If you destroy another one of his graph pods, he'll fall to the floor and you can do more damage. Oh, watch it.
Congratulations on completing the objective.
Nice! Good kill.
Completed.
Oh, you got somebody else following you. Yeah, so Vada Soma is the top half of Big Vada, and Big Vada's the entire... Oh, you got an elemental or environment effect done there, Jen.
Yeah, because the dust storm that was passing it at the same time.
So yeah, Big Vada is the entire battleship form, where Vada Soma is hanging off the
Guard down.
the crane on top of the battleship. John says, so I guess Border Break crossover isn't out of the question. I mean, it's still possible. You know, I wouldn't put it out of the question completely, primarily with the whole deal of bringing out Sakura Wars as well. Because Sakura Wars is specifically like a Japanese thing that has only just been brought over here, so it's possible that they could do it as a crossover event, but they'd then have to bring Border Break out in the West, so... At least the files should be there. Still think this area was kind of inspired from Ep 4 from the original Phantasy Star. Just because it was the same kind of thing. It was a large open area with... Oh, look, Vada Soma again. It was a large open area that was in the desert with like a giant crater in the center that you could run around, and each part of the area was split up into different underground areas or desert sort of regions that you could explore. It's like the entire episode was more or less themed after it, so I wouldn't be surprised if they used some of the stuff as inspiration for this. Watch out, particle cannon shot there, I think. Hey, Mecha.
Excellent job.
Wasn't there a Persona 5 event, says Zero? I think there was. I think that was a dancing event in the concert area upstairs in the ship. If I remember rightly, you could also get Joker's outfit from Persona 5. I'm trying to remember if you could get any other stuff from that event, because normally they do one costume for each, so it might have been Joker's outfit and Panther's outfit. Could be wrong, I'm going to have to look up that one, because Joker's been putting a lot recently. Outfit, weapon costumes, and masks, says Mecha. Yeah. It's like, Persona 5 has been in this. It's been in, I think, Sonic Forces. I'm trying to remember what else it's been in. Because there's been a ton of Sega games it's made crossovers with. Just trying to remember all of them.
Oh, there's more people running around apparently.
There we go, there's another one of those mechs. Just be careful you don't stand too close to it, they'll explode in your face and send you flying. I just thought of an interesting thing as well from the model kits, the Arc Silhouette model kits. I'm wondering whether you could still include, like, type those codes in and get the mag for those on the North American version. That'd be interesting to try and find out. Are you helping support that guy in the cowboy hat, Jen?
Yeah, before I go up to the next area.
Nice.
Give him a little buff before he goes. Because he technically did run in and kind of help me at the end, and then I helped him.
So, I'm trying to... Oh, it's... Yeah, Blue Ring there. I was trying to remember which boss it was here. I've completely forgotten that I've been on about it for like the past 20 minutes.
Emergency. Ears open.
Here he is. So he won't be stealing your MP, but he will be pretty nasty. Like there's tornadoes, there's nasty attacks that he does up close. At one point I think he uses gravity on you. I love the way he's so cocky though, he doesn't even use his actual arms, he uses the side arms that he's got. His HP is low, yeah, it's because we're attacking him with a pet that can do multi-hit damage to all of his body parts. It really doesn't matter about his weak spot. We're hitting everything at once. Oh! Annihilated.
Excellent job.
I love the way Hilda's like, excellent job. It's like, you just slaughtered it. No, Jam. Just no. That's early bosses for you, says Mecha. Be better when it's on very hard or ultimate. Or was it? No, sorry. Very hard, and then it was hard, very hard. What was it? Super hard or something? And then ultimate. I'm trying to remember how the system goes in this compared to classic PSO, where it was just normal, hard, very hard, and then ultimate.
My mag's changed now to you can see it little thing there. It's like a little cat bunny.
Oh yeah, your mag does look like a bunny kind of thing. That was cool.
Goodbye, Sir Mag.
Ah, there we go. Mecha says normal, hard, very hard, super hard, extra hard, and then ultimate. I don't remember extra hard. Are you busy trying to use some of your eggs to boost your stats, or just feed them?
I've used the eggs.
Oh, I see. You're trying to fit more candy in. By the way, the victory theme is awesome. Mecha says the corresponding levels are 20, 40, 55, 65, 80, and 90 plus. Ah. How have you still not got those cookies and everything else? Did you cash in for the previous ones?
I need 3 cookies for each egg.
Ah.
So that's the last cookie.
I was going to say, I thought you'd got all of those the last time that you could pick up from the collect place, but...
I thought so, but then it was like, yeah, you still need that cookie, and I was like, oh.
We'll just ignore the pet flying through the wall as well. It's totally fine. Nobody sees that. It's totally fine.
He can do what he wants.
He can do what he wants. Well, I wonder whether he's made out of photons or not. They'll just turn around and be like, yeah, he's made out of photons. He can fly through a wall.
So we're going to the seabed.
Mecha says there isn't much difference in normal to super hard. Starting at extra hard, mobs spawn a lot more and have more HP. Ultimate introduces different models for mobs and bosses. Nice, so that's kind of like Ultimate on the original. Where Ultimate on the original changed the look of every single level and changed all of the item boxes textures and all of the enemy models and textures. So instead, like for instance, for those who don't know, like original forest, instead of being at daytime, would be just as sun setting, and all the models for the enemies would be completely different and be way more aggressive, and all the textures, the normal textures for like item boxes and stuff, would be changed to look a little bit more worn out. Adrian says, it's PSO2, everything is made of photons. True. I do like looking up there because it gives you a look through the multi-layered environment. Uh-oh, Gelbulf! Run away! Run away!
Code. Distraction.
No good. No good. Wait, oh, 3 of them at once! Jen, you're popular today.
Because there's some other...
Look out, Potato, you're being targeted!
Oh, this is not trying to do. I don't have time for this.
Okay, so you've got a photon cannon being teleported in somewhere to destroy the Gelbulf.
Ears open.
Datapod, welcome to confectionery. We have cakes. Wait, where's the cake place? Normally that only comes in special events.
I don't have time for the cake, please.
I do like it when the cake van appears from from PSO1 as well. It was introduced, the cake van that allows you to buy cakes that buff your character's stats for a little while.
Completed.
Oh, why just go away?
I love the way that Gelbuff just will not leave you alone.
Okay, it's gone now. I think the cake thing's gone. No, wait, it's over there somewhere.
There we go.
Congratulations.
I don't think the cake van actually
That's not
appeared.
cake van. It's a lie.
That's not a cake van, that's a lie. Yeah, no, it was a note that said about confectionaries on the floor, and I'm like, wait a minute, what? The Naru cake shop? Yeah. The cake shop was in the original, but it's like they mentioned confectionaries on the floor there, and I was like, wait, what? At least the cake shop is useful. I do like the cake shop. I like the idea of it as well.
Rescue.
That, and it's another thing brought over from the original, so it's always nice to see something from the classic being brought over. Why do the Wopal natives talk like Jar Jar Binks? I just noticed that then. Like, it's not a bad thing, but I just noticed it with that text box there. Aww.
Completed.
Willpower Seaved has a lot of stupid events, says Mecha. Top middle, I think, Jen. It's either right above you or it might be top left. Oh, there we go. Yep, top middle. First guess was right. Wrong way. Cut left, then right. Oh, I say that and you get hit and poisoned. Right, try again. There you go, yeah, cut through there. And then you should come to a temple entrance or something similar. It's either a temple or a cave. I think the second one is a temple, and then it's the boss area.
I was half waiting for another boss to arrive then.
Mecha says, remember that Gungans are an aquatic species. I mean, it kind of makes sense now that you mention it like that. That Rappy is now drowning, thanks to you, Jen. Stop drowning the Rappies, will you? I like... What are you doing? Seriously, I like my mascots being alive, not dead. What? Jen, just stop. Stop killing my series mascot. Thank God you can't kill them properly.
I wouldn't do it.
Unlike everything else, you know.
If you killed them properly, I wouldn't know. Too happy.
Every other enemy, with the exception of Rappies, you can kill them just completely, like, flat out. Just kill them, whereas Rappies, they just don't die.
Attack.
Which is a good thing.
Congratulations on completing the objective.
It's the Rappies, they exist solely not to die and run away cutely, says Adrian. I like that about Rappies, because it's more or less like Sega turning around and saying, we know that the mascot characters of the game, and we're not going to let you kill the mascot character, you know. It's very similar to the first game, where they wouldn't let you kill them as well. They exist to be killed twice for twice the drops, says Mecha. I want them to do something. Jen mentioned this the other day. I want them to do something similar to the Rappy Carnival that was in the original game, where the event was you could just go and hang out with Rappies and a guy that was dressed up in a Rappy outfit and just do some crazy stuff. There was like there was hover bike racing, and then I'm trying to remember what else there was as well. There was like I think it was find what's under the box. I'm trying to remember what else there was. It was a really neat event compared to everything else. Kind of like the film event that you could download where you had to make like a film, and then at the end of it kind of transitioned from making your own action film based in Phantasy Star's universe. It branched out into an actual quest. It was really cool. Oh no, all the other quests where it's like when you complete certain runs, it turns around and thanks you for completing the quest in a certain amount of time, and then says you must be using AOL because you're fast. Oh, fun stuff. To be fair, the fluffy rappies are cute, says Mecha. The ones that look like yellow penguins are ugly. The fluffy ones do look really cute, especially because they don't really do anything if you just leave them alone. If you don't have a pet or a mag equipped, they just dance around you happily. Rappy casting whirlpool on you. Adrian says, I want another Burning Rages event. Putting out fires while the theme song blares in the background. That was a good one as well, especially with the weapons that you got to keep after the event. Electronic Controller says, play the real game, unsubbed and reported. Cheers for that. It's fine.
Rescue.
Is that native being ate there? Yeah, it's being ate by a bit of the wildlife by the look of it.
Completed.
There wasn't many over there.
There we go, there was like 10 enemies over there that got completely wrecked.
Emergency.
There's about 20 enemies behind you there. And then another random event, which I think is saving that native. Yeah, it is. Rescue the natives!
Leading the objective.
Completed.
I like the way with the dragon pet for summoner, it's more or less just easy running when you've got this move. Just multi-target everything and then have fun. The heck? Why is it summoned 2 photon cannons?
You know what I think is I might want to leave this area quickly. Oh my god, so many though.
You might as well just get the experience. There's like 40 enemies behind you there.
No, I was thinking normally when it spawns that in, because it's very close behind.
Mecha says the premise of PSO2 is to save or kill all the locals and plant your flag. Very British Empire. Oh, you got a PSE burst? I wonder how many enemies you're going to get in this area now because of that PSE burst.
It seems to be slightly nerfed on the PS4. Like on the PC it would be swarming me.
On PC, PSO, yeah, you would be swarmed with enemies by now. I'm wondering why it's not spawning many in. In fact, it's not spawned any in by the looks of it. Because normally it spawns them in the local vicinity. Oh, it just spawned like another 10 enemies behind you there. Oh, there we go.
Because burst just started again.
Nice.
I struggle to finish that one.
PSE bursts spawn one enemy per person in the party at a time at a location where your camera isn't pointed. Just keep killing stuff then, Jen. Moving to a new tile spawns more enemies. Just keep moving through the level then. Go through. Go through to the next area, Jen. Get the egg and then get out of there. Because if you go to the next tile, you'll probably get another one. No, not kill everything in that area. No. Seriously? I was just looking at the screen there. It didn't show you moving. It was still attacking in one area. By next tile, I expected you to go a little bit further up, you know, towards the top middle of the map, because that would have spawned more. What the heck is that? Just slimes. The trick is being on a tile where there's only one direction enemies can spawn in, or one tile you can shoot everything in a tile. Oh. I don't think I've ever seen this event, you know. I don't remember exploding jelly behind you. I don't remember exploding jellies or slimes or whatever. There's another one behind you. This is a really weird event. Behind you again. This is so strange. I've seen it. It's seabed only and it's kind of rare, says Mecha. No wonder I've not seen it then. Well, I've run through this area probably like over 100 times, and not once have I seen this event until now.
Yeah, nice one. You did it.
That is really strange. Cool, but strange. Vanish. Oh, that was that.
Get rid of the bad jelly.
Mad jellies. Does that need Q for false? Well, let's see. Suppression of... Oh, suppression operation for all arcs on Wopal.
Emergency. Code. Distraction.
Ooh! Oh, look, there's another one.
Too close, too close, too close. Oh my god, this great. Too close.
I love the way you're right next to the level exit there, and now you have to just leg it. Just keep running. You'll be fine. Just keep running. Run away! It's spawning so many enemies back there as well.
No.
What's that? What the heck is that? Is it another event? That moment where it's doing more events than Gundam Breaker, new Gundam Breaker here at one go.
Emergency. Code. Attack.
Sometimes cannons aren't well placed as Mecha. Yeah, I think Jen just noticed.
I was like, try it.
You got enough time to finish off this this area, Jen?
I can now run backwards.
Now you can run back and slaughter everything and then kill them all.
At least it was an easy attack and not like here's a
Congratulations
boss
on
at the
completing
same
the
time
objective.
doing the boss. I just like this avoid a boss. Just time for wrapping out. Run away, no, run away. There you go,
There we go. There's the really nice looking temple at the end that kind of reminds me of PSO 1, the ruins. I'm wondering whether that's from the actual Mopal natives or what. Interesting. Seabed 3, which will have, I think, Bile Menduna's the boss for this, which would... The jellyfish lady that will count towards your kills for on that daily quest for her. That's PSO. Crazy neon, says Adrian. Yeah. It's a lab for Luther. Ooh.
Emergency. Ears open.
Yeah, there's Bile Meduna. Oh, nice. Photon Blast to start.
Emergency. Code.
She landed straight on the Photon Blast. Just keep firing black holes at her, you're fine. Oh! Oh! I say that and then she takes about between 6 or 8 black holes to the face there. Your pet needs a buff, by the way.
Excellent job.
There we go, I think that daily's done now.
You are clear to
Nice one, Jem.
come on back.
Let's see what you actually got and then hand in. You put a smiley face on as your auto completion. Photon Blast is weak in this game, and it's only good for iframes and extending PSE bursts, says Mecha.
The one I had before, can't remember its name, is decent for helping keep things at bay, because it would circle lightning round. So I kind of miss not having that one now.
Photon Blast was hit and miss in the original though too, if you remember rightly. Like sometimes it was kind of weak and then other times you get it just right and it was really good. As well as obviously grouping up with like 3 other people and casting it at the same time to get extra buffs and damage out of it.
Well, you don't tend to be better than that. I don't need that anymore. Get rid of that. Client mission.
I wish they'd actually kind of given us the same things they did for PSU, where they give casts sub-weapons. That would have been good. Instead of Photon Blasts or Beast Mode, you got sub-weapons.
And maybe they should make it so you can't use magic.
I mean, I wouldn't mind a trade-off of having complete raw firepower if I can't use magic. I think that would be a really nice trade-off.
Right,
I mean, when have I ever wanted to use magic in these games? Willingly. Without having a summon.
What would you like to do?
Red Summons count as magic, you're not allowed it. Okay, so let's see. Swap code, get some things there, and
I personally enjoyed the racial super, says Adrian. They were really interesting compared to just standard Photon Blasts. I feel like they tried to bring something different back with this, with the Photon Blasts, the Darkness Blasts, and then the summons and everything else, trying to give you a little bit of variety, so that, not summons, pets, so you had some variety of stuff. Not so much pets, but more the 2 different blasts. But yeah, I would have preferred it if they just brought some of that over, because it's more or less like they took original PSO, mixed it a little bit with PSU, and then sort of went, there you go, You know, and we got PSO2 as a result. That's what it feels like.
Drop by anytime.
But yeah, I did like the whole deal of, I think it was Newmans and Humans having photon blasts. The casts had the sub weapons, and beasts had the beast mode. That was really cool.
Oh, hi there. Magnificent.
Oh yeah, your mag does have a little cat thing on the side of it. Does it actually have a cat face, thinking about it there? It might actually be a floating cat. Right, lads. You're just grabbing some more of the environment ones because they're kind of easy.
Goodbye.
It's like a little floating cat mixed with a rabbit thing. Like if you put it close to a wall and then spin it round so that the camera moves in on it. It does. It has the little kind of like robo whiskers on the side of it. That's kind of adorable though. I don't think I've ever seen that mag before. Cast weapons were called SUVs. Yeah, they were.
Hello there.
Beasts were called Nanoblast. Think so, yeah. Because there were different SUVs that you could earn. Because the first one you see is used by
Feel free to stop by anytime.
the female cast that travels with you in that game. I can't remember her name. It's eluding me at this point. But that was a really cool one she had because it was like twin Gatling guns and missile pods, if I remember rightly. And then there were like giant swords. There was trying to remember, there was a bunch of other ones. There was like a couple of beam cannons as well. I have to look into that again because Phantasy Star Universe, this stuff was really cool. Right, we done, Jen?
Yeah, I think I'm just gonna wait for the event now, so.
Right, people. Thank you very much for watching. We hope you've enjoyed and we'll see you on the next one. So until then, bye!